Hello, welcome to this feature story highlighting America's building trades unions powered by the Building and Construction Trades Department. Stale, male, and pale is a saying in the construction industry which attempts to paint a picture of exactly who union members are and what they look like. At one time in history, it probably was an accurate portrayal. Well, not anymore. And for proof, we travel to Baltimore, where America's building trades unions diversity efforts are showing people that a career in the trades is available to anyone, regardless of gender, race, or ethnicity, who demonstrate the passion, commitment, and wherewithal to become a world-class skilled craft professional. Dominic Geritano has our story today.
Baltimore is a large minority community. When I say minority, it's a large African-American community. I think the city is probably 65%. The building trades is not what people perceive them to be at one time. A bunch of white guys with in t-shirts and their butts sticking out the back of their pants. These are educated, articulate, skilled people of all color, men and women.
So, one example is Baltimore native Corey McCrae, who today is on a much different path than he was a decade or so ago.
I looked through high school, I found myself even going more in the wrong direction. It became a level of where I was selling drugs, I was carrying guns, I was getting arrested in numerous juvenile facilities. I even found that I had 2 adult charges before I could turn to age 18.
I would run into Corey quite often. He had a job at a local hardware store, and he knew us because he had made application. So as we would walk through the store collecting our materials, he would grab us and say, "Hey, what's it look like? What's my application look like? Am I gonna get in? And he would, every time we would go in to see him, he would ask that question. Well, finally, he got in.
I want to say I was blessed with their structure. I was blessed with the brotherhood. I was blessed with direction. I was blessed with positive role models, people that were doing things with their life to kind of lead by example and show me the direction that I could possibly take my life if I chose to go that way or do the right thing. Growing up in Baltimore City, you're always looking at it like somebody's trying to hustle you or things are unbelievable. This is too good to be true. It's like, this all happened to me a decade ago. It's a decade and I kind of see it going past, but it's something that I could never see, or you would never think that your life could go this direction. But 5 years and right after my apprenticeship, I had my business manager saying, "Hey Corey, I'm thinking outside of the box. I want to do something out of the norm. I want to bring a young person on staff and see what happens." I felt a lot of pressure at that time, but I knew it was important and imperative for me to lead by example and do the best that I could do. And the work ethic that I learned from the apprenticeship, take it towards the leadership in the local, and make sure that if another opportunity came up for another young person, that was what happened, and I think that's what I left my local with.
Corey McCrae helps paint the true picture of today's unionized skilled crafts professional, and in Baltimore, that message is being spread far and wide and beginning to gain traction in the community.
It's very important to have role models in the community. In our communities, we have very few Black men that's active in the community. I refer young men all the time when I see them on the street. And I say, "Look here, guy, are you working?" They say, "No, I need a job." I say, "Well, look here, take this young man number." And Corey has given me that number to give to whoever that's needed. I give him Corey's number. I say, "Call Corey and talk to Corey about apprenticeship program, how you can get into apprenticeship program."
I think he's driven in a self-made sort of way, which is just wonderful. But I also see in him the real concern for other people, the concern that other people can make their own lives better.
There are many opportunities for young, especially young men, to fall by the wayside in this town, so it's great to see them have the opportunities to change their life or move their life in a different direction and be on the opposite side of that fence.
Corey McCrae is just one great example of the diversity you'll find in the building trades, but there are so many others. Like Megan Klepsig and Andre Washington and Jamil Salem.
I hope that I'm just like one of the guys. I try to fit in as much as I can, and it is very weird, but I like it. The guys are really good to me, so I've been really lucky.
It's a new career for me because previously I was a block layer, and that career, it kind of went a little flat. And This is an opportunity for me to make more money, take care of my family, you know, and an opportunity to learn a new trade. I love it.
I was a full-time student pretty much, man, from age 18 all the way up to 24, 25. I was a full-time student, and it was getting old. I was tired of homework. I was tired of going home and just, you know, working 40 hours to pay the school, you know, pay my enrollment off and stuff like that, but I had to do it. That was the right thing to do.
I've learned how to weld. I've learned how to solder, braze. I can fit pipe. I can install pipe, you know. I learned a few good jokes, you know, in the trade, so yeah.
You take 3 years of welding, you get MedGas license before you leave here, you have a welding cert before you leave here. Within the 5 years, they make sure you got it all. When you're getting out, you really should know what you're doing.
And I live in a black community, and I try to tell so many young guys, you know, about this and get them interested in it, you know, and I just tell them the truth about it. And there's some guys that are interested, some guys who are with that same old stereotypical thought, but yes, this is a good place, and I really want to get as many people in as I can because you can't beat it.
Yeah, it definitely set me on the right path. I mean, I can keep working for as long as I want to. I'm hoping to retire, and probably, honestly, I want my own business. After I get out of here, I want to get my master's, and I want to open up my own business, and hopefully I'll take what I learned here, and I'll make it a union business at that.
The mission statements that I find for a lot of the local unions have always been to take care of all workers, no matter what color, creed, gender you are. Make sure that we lift everybody up, because that's the only way we're going to be able to survive.
These men and women from today's story were not paid actors. They were not reading prepared statements. They are the real-life, red-blooded, skilled craft professionals that constitute today's union construction industry, and they are part of a diverse nationwide network of millions of highly trained, safe, and productive construction professionals who seized upon the opportunity of a career, not just a job. So the next time you hear the word union construction, hopefully you'll remember these men and women and their stories, and maybe you'll reflect upon the who, the what, and the why of what the word union really means.